How is it going, guys? So it's been a hot minute since I've been able to make a video. I've had a lot going on. As I said before in a different video, I am on my way out of the Marine Corps, and it has been a very busy time for me. Plus, I had to do a bunch of things at home. We recently had to get like everything moved around in our apartment and everything like that. So, anyways, I'm back, and I've wanted to do something a little bit different. It still involves tanks, but a totally different game. I have, to some degree, played War Thunder and, uploaded videos on it, but I want to get more into it because I'm close to actually being able to get into the War Thunder partnership thing, and I really want to do it. So I want to get into making War Thunder videos and doing a lot of things like that because World of Tanks has suddenly taken a turn that I'm not the biggest fan of right now, so I don't want to leave this sort of, I guess, genre of games um, gone. And this game is far more realistic to most degrees than World of Tanks. This one's more realistic, and World of Tanks is more arcade. I want to play both because I enjoy both, but for right now, I want to lean towards War Thunder more than World of Tanks at the moment, and most of my friends have done the same thing. So here we are in War Thunder. I have also been playing this game for an extremely long time. Right now, in this game right here, I'm just in the Tiger 2 105. Now, new people, like if you have never played War Thunder and you get an account today, you will not be able to get this tank because it used to be in the tech tree before you got the mouse. Now the mouse, Tiger 2 105, the Panther 2, and now it's called the Flak Panzer 341, but it was the Kalayan or Kalayan. I don't know how to say it, but anyways, it's out of the tech tree. But if you own them, you still get to keep them. So in this game, that's what I'm playing, and I have an air spawn, and I'm going to be using a squadron vehicle. It is the ME 262 A-1a/U1, I believe. Anyways, it's the 262 with the 230s that are the MK103s, which are the very high pin guns, 220s MG151s, and the 230 MG108s. I believe, yes, it's the M108s. So, basically, me and this Leopard 1 right now are up here at the top of the tunnel, and the enemy team hasn't got up here yet. So I'm assuming I'm going to be able to snipe a few of them, and I come over here and I catch out the corner of my eye a guy sitting right there who didn't see me, and it was a T-34, and I snuck one in the roof of his turret, killing him. Now I know that there's a lot of people around right now, and I just got hit and it bounced. So I'm going to be looking for this dude, and I see him backing up right there around this tree, and I'm going to wait for him to make some more movements. But there are other vehicles that are sitting around in this area right here. I just slung one because I didn't want to get shot by him, because if he was to get one through the front of my turret just like that, he would have, if he'd been over, if he didn't hit my cannon breach, he could have ammo racked me by hitting the ammo rack that's in the back of the Tiger 2 turret, and that would have killed me. So I did not want that to happen. And he's still shooting me, and it's an AMX 50 is what it turns out to be, but he is bouncing a lot off of me right now, and he ends up getting me. So what are we going to do now? Well, I have enough to get into the ME-262, and I have pretty much everything like the 20s and the really deadly 30 set for armor targets and universals for the MG 108s, because I mean they're not that great. They have very low velocity, but for airplanes, I mean they do hit like a sledgehammer. But against ground targets, unless it's like something with very paper thin armor, they're not really gonna do anything. And I'm a really big fan of this airplane, so much so that after I spaded it, I managed to get a talisman for it. So it's somewhat of a premium vehicle, um, because I really enjoy ground pounding for. Well, I really like doing it for every nation, but Germany and America are my favorites, and I'm getting rid of that terrifying rocket vehicle from Sweden right there, hitting with a few shots and he's out. This plane manages to carry a pretty good amount of ammo, but you don't want to be too trigger happy because you will run out quicker than you would think you would. I hit this yak in the tail, and he can't control himself, and he's gonna crash. And I got airplane killed pretty quickly after spawning and killing that other vehicle. So this game turns out at the beginning we are doing okay. We're not doing that bad. Um, it's not anything that I'm going to be able to really change the outcome by being in the air. Sometimes I can. I can help. Having a very good cast support when your team is struggling on the ground, having air superiority and being able to hit targets with a vehicle such as this, or any vehicle that you can either drop bombs or have a cannon that would be able to damage vehicles on the ground, will sometimes, if not most times, be able to change the outcome of a battle. Because if no one spawns an SPAA, they won't really be paying attention to you or don't have the ability to shoot you down. Now I do have vehicles that do try to come after me, but they really don't have the speed, because I don't believe it was a jet. And I almost died right there because of ping and packet loss. But I got some shots into the turret at FP4005, and he's going to be sitting there for a minute. I'm not entirely sure what I damaged, and I am out of ammo for my MK. Well, I said MGs earlier, MK108. So I'm going to go land. We have an Arado that's also going to be helping our people on the ground, which is good. I don't have the Arado yet. I've been working down the other lines. I do have the Narwhal ME 262. I use it occasionally. Um, I used to use the very, very high end belts for it, which are the HVAP rounds, but I didn't like the performance of like after pinning something, and I wasn't that great at aiming it, so knocked it back down to the other belts that are APHEs. So it gives me a little bit more generous after I pin something and managing to kill vehicles on the ground. So I'm just dumping all my ammo because I'm trying to bleed my speed very quickly so I can land. And we still are managing to hold on to 2 of the capture points. They still have A, we're at B and C right now. So I'm going to land and get back up in the air and do the best that I can. So like I said, I really enjoy this game a lot, and sometimes I enjoy it way more than World of Tanks. Sometimes I enjoy World of Tanks way more than this game. It's just there's some things about this game that I like better, and I mean it goes both ways. There's some things that I like better in World of Tanks, and then in this there's some things I like more. Most of the time it has to do with the realistic part of this game, and with World of Tanks it's the tier system and the vehicles that are in that game and how they perform. And it's more like arcade wise. One of them, sometimes they provide more fun than the other. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But hopefully, hopefully you guys enjoy this and we can get my average views up for videos dedicated to War Thunder and stuff like that, so I can be a part of the partner programs. That's something that I really, really want to do, and I'm close. So hopefully, you know, share this with your friends. Put me out there. Give me a little bit better known so we can make that happen, and we can make this a more bigger game on the channel. So I am fully repaired and rearmed, and we will be taking off now. Now I really like the Me-262s. They were really the first fighter jet that I got for Germany. Now, 7.0, it's not, it's more of a boom and zoom, get your altitude above your enemies, come down on them, and then zip off so they can't catch you. Um, and then you get to the other ones that have the boosters on them, and you can manage to get more speed if you use the boosters and you climb without them and you save them for later. You can kind of outrun other people around the same tier. But honestly depends on whether you got up tiered or not, because you're not gonna outrun a 9.0 in the 262 unless it's some off the wall, extremely slow 9.0. But we are starting to lose very bad on the ground right now because the team is capping. Well, they were capping B. They're not now, but they were. I'm going to spoil it for you. This game does not turn out very well, but I did what I could. Also, since this is a squadron vehicle, I literally just joined a random squadron that was like open to anybody. Just so long as you're active and participating, you can just join. So that's what I did, and that's how I ended up getting this vehicle. And I'm going to work towards getting the other um, squadron vehicles. But with this Operation Summer event, I've actually gotten every single one of the vehicles except the ships. I have the C2 A-1 Mexes, I have the F11 F1, and I have the Arado, the low tier float plane, and I also have the IKV 73. I think it's a 73. It's a Swedish vehicle. So I am going to have to grind out those vehicles to get them where they need to be before I really do anything about it, because I'm gonna have to take my time with them. I'm not just gonna golden eagle my whole way through those vehicles, but I do have them now, and I've played the F11 one or two games, and I mean I like it. I played the Maxis. I did golden eagle the parts and fire in the first DM23 round because I did not want to deal with heat, and because I did not want to do that shit. But we're gonna come down in this M103. End up killing two of his people in there and messing up his turret ring. I'm not sure who I killed in there. I think it was the commander and the gunner, maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure. But that heavy tank's getting surrounded right now. He's done because the M103 killed him. But I'm gonna come back down on this M103, and I set him on fire that time. So he is not doing too hot right now. I'm be coming back around, and you see how much speed I lose when I loop like this now. Normally you probably shouldn't do that because I lost almost like 80 miles an hour to 100 miles an hour doing that, and I see the other plane now, and I know that he's not going to be able to catch me if I'm going like climbing using my speed. As long as I keep my energy and keep zooming, he can't do anything to me. So he's shooting at me, so I'm just going to go into a dive and pick up a bunch of speed and just leave him behind me because he's not going to be able to catch that. Like, he's not going to be able to pick up speed like I am in this. So, and you're going to see him stall out coming for me here in a minute because I'm going to end up killing him. I end up killing this guy too. It's a wyvern. He was way out of his battle rating in this game. I mean, it's still a useful airplane, I suppose, but not when you're facing something like this. And I ended up dumping way too much ammo trying to kill that guy. So he's still coming for me. He should be. There he is, right below me. So I'm sitting at about 340 miles an hour right now, still climbing. He's trying to turn on me, and you can see him right there just stalling out. There's nothing he can do. Now he's gonna go into like a straight dive almost and go straight back down towards the battlefield. And after I see him do that, that's when I'm gonna turn on him and go straight for him, because he is not going to be able to get away from me if I do this. Now we've almost lost this game. There's not much we can do. I take that back. I actually don't kill him. I don't even think I hit him. I don't. No, I don't even hit him. I ran out of ammo. I thought I killed him. Anyways, I came second on the team. And as you can see, we didn't even get their tickets halfway down. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys like War Thunder and getting me getting into playing this game more on the channel. So I want to be a part of the partnership program, so hopefully you guys spread this around and everybody enjoys it. So I will see y'all later.